this video lecture, we are going to discuss about mutex locks. What is mutex locks? Operating system designers build higher level software tools to solve the critical section problem. One such tool is called as mutex locks. So mutex locks is also considered to be one of the process synchronization tool to solve critical section problem. We use the mutex lock to protect critical sections. That is, a process must acquire the lock before entering a critical section. It releases the lock when it exits the critical section. The acquire function acquires the lock and release function releases the lock. So when a process wants to enter into the critical section, first the process must have to acquire a lock. Only when the lock is obtained by a process, it will be able to enter into the critical section. So after accessing the critical section, the process can release the lock and leaves the critical section, and it will be executing the remainder section. So to acquire a lock, there is a function called acquire lock. To release the lock, there is a function called release lock. So this is the general program structure for obtaining a lock. Now we will see what is the definition for acquire function and the release function. So here the definition of acquire function is given. So the name of the function is acquire while not of available. If the lock is not available at present, then the condition becomes true and the process spins in the entry section itself until the lock becomes available. If the lock is available, in that case, this condition will become false. The process will be able to acquire a lock and it will execute in the critical section. In that case, the lock is acquired by the process. So the lock is not available currently. So the available is false. Next, we have release function. So release function is basically to release the lock acquired by the process. So when it is releasing the lock, the availability will become true. Thereby, another process which is kept waiting in the entry section will be able to acquire a lock. The type of mutex lock we have been describing is also called a spin lock because the process spins while waiting for the lock to become available. So this we also call it as spin lock. When the resources are not available, the process spins around in the entry section itself. So we can call this as spin lock. That's all about mutex locks. Thank you.